Leos. All right, Leos, let's get right into it. Happy first quarter moon to my Leos. Hopefully, you all are having a great day. Sun shines. Let's do it, Leos. Let's see what's in your cards. Let's see what's in your cards. All right, Leos. Happy first quarter moon in Gemini. Heart chakra. That's right. So your head and heart are no longer at war with each other. I see you operating from agape love at the highest point. No internal battles and struggles. You're not at war with anyone because you're not at war within yourselves. Leos, you know you rule fifth house. Rule. You rule fifth house, right? As warm, loyal, can be a bit dramatic, proud, fun, self-centered, loud, mouth a little bit, In other words, fun. Fun times, right? So anyway, Leos, let's get into it. Let's get right into it. You all just like your inner child to come out and play. That's what makes Leo so fun. Right? That's what makes Leo so fun, right? So, but you don't want to be the mischievous little kid. You want to be the kid that as an adult, you know how to, you're in your North Node, your 10th house. You want to inspire other people to let their inner child come out and play. So let's get into it, Leos. I love and accept myself. There it is. That's what you're helping other people to learn how to do. Remember, we had a full moon in your sign, Leos. So you're teaching people how to go where they are appreciated and not where they're tolerated. That's it. Source been trying. I keep trying to tell y'all. Source keep putting y'all in a leadership position. Y'all better lead with love. All right, Leos. Let's pull an angel number, and we're gonna just go ahead and dive right in. Okay. It's a general reading, so take only what resonates with you. If you're interested in a personal reading, my information is down below in the description. All right, let's get into it. 801, soul renovation. Shed the past, awaken to your truth, right? So you're breaking this karmic cycle within yourself of always feeling like you got, I keep saying this for you all, Leos, come off of this. Take the cape off. Like, stop trying to say, I'm telling y'all, it's a setup. It's a setup. It's a setup from the devil. For real. Soul renovation. Your angels know that you have been through many trials and tribulations. Now is the time to put down the armor that have helped you survive those trials and live freely. The door has opened to your new life. Sit in meditation and envision yourself walking through a doorway. Behind you lies the past, and ahead of you lies a future where you are living your truth. What do you see? Right? Draw or journal about what's on the other side of that doorway. Somebody really is trying to live a softer life, and I love it. I mean, for real. You want to get to your heart chakra, right? Because this right here, solar plexus, right? The end of the lower chakras, right? So you definitely need to take off that super person cape, because I'm telling y'all, some of these energies will make you feel like you coming to save the day, and they become codependent on you saving the day. When do you get a chance, for real? When do you get a chance to live a soft life? Pray about it, y'all. Pray, saints, pray. Yeah, seriously, pray about it, because for real, when do you get a chance to be in your divine feminine energy? I'm talking to men and women, Leos. If you're always saving other people who just like, oh, I need you every waking moment of the day. Let's do it. You're learning how to move on. When you feel like you are going back into this, I feel like I'm carrying the weight of the world, everybody else's world on my shoulders, and I'm overwhelmed. You're learning 3 strikes, people are out. They about to get a whole new Leo. I love it. Y'all better stop letting people put all these. Your shoulders and back may be getting stronger, but some energies, they don't know when to stop taking. Somebody learn how to move on from, I gotta carry the weight of the world on their. Child, that's exhausting. You trying to relax, new love in your life. Y'all trying to listen to some music. Y'all trying to sit on a rainbow, let your inner child come out so you can really show people what it's like to live, that you all rule 5th house. while you're both operating in 10th house. It's the answer to call on your lives. That's what somebody is really moving towards. So all of that trying to save the day, because people coming to you telling you all their problems. Child, there's too many professionals out here they can go talk to. They got the, book wide open. They telling you everything that happened from this part of their life to that part of their life. And you like, child, did you ever consider sitting down talking to somebody, hugging a tree, going outside and touching some grass, taking your sandals off, letting your toes run through the grass, recharging, right? Yeah, some people have been made to feel worthless, literally, since they've been feeling like they're on the outside of every community that they're in. But the difference, like your sign in Aquarius, because it's your polarity sign, they're a star, you're the strength card, and also ruled by the sun. When you know people who know their worth and their value, you're somebody's dealing with earth energy, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. When somebody's dealing with energies who they've always felt on the outside of things, sources saying it'll kind of give off, and it's not all of them, obviously, right? Just like not all Leos are a certain way people think. But sources saying to you, it'll give you this false sense of that you are the key to their vault door. Like you are the key to their vault door. But the danger with this is that codependency. When will you ever have time for yourself? Yeah, so you may be walking, I'm talking to men and women, Leos, you may be walking in front of them like you're protecting them, or I got your back, I'm this and that. We let somebody, I wish a so-and-so would. So it's like, no, you don't wish anybody would. You trying to sit down and relax yourself. Like, who's talking about wish a so-and-so would at your big age? So it's just saying to you, that's your opportunity to empower people. This is your opportunity to really empower people right here. It's like, you know what? There's greatness in you. You don't want to be a part of such and such. You got people who are bullies and such and such. That is your opportunity to empower people right there. And that's happening in your family. This started in your family. Some of y'all remember when y'all were younger, when you felt like you were on the outside because you used to be them. You felt like you were on the outside. Right? I saw a video where a Leo, I'll just say a Leo, y'all probably saw the video and know exactly what I'm talking about, where a Leo was saying basically like being at some of these big meetings with names and stuff is not all that it's cracked up to be. Anybody really could have a seat at any table they want to. This is really your confidence level. I'm paraphrasing, right? And that's the truth. When you know your purpose, your calling on planet Earth, 10th house, North Node, right? And you work on your Chiron, right? Your deepest wounds, your deep spiritual wounds, and your black moon Lilith, right? Then you're there. You are there. Some people are actually in the wrong job. They're in the wrong profession, wanting to using you as the key to get to this next phase of life when you don't have the key to their vault door. That's very humbling for people. You don't have the key. You can only lead them to water, but you can't force them to drink it. And that water is the living water within. That's the only that's the only water they'll never be thirsty again. They'll never be thirsty enough that they sitting here like this because they've been feeling like this their whole life, bullied their whole lives. Every time they move around, bullied. Especially if they were an only child, bully. They move here, move there, move everywhere. Bully, bully, bully. Right? That may be something that you can relate to. But sources saying, while y'all sitting down listening to music, that's a perfect time for you to empower people. Speak, let them know their worth in your life and that they have a purpose. But that's not something you want to start with an energy, because you will literally feel like you're carrying their weight on your shoulders. Your back be broke. So here we have this right here. So I do see your abundance and your prosperity growing. Imagine this, right? I'm talking to men and women Leos. Imagine you're trying to grow your abundance and your prosperity. Let's say you have kids or you got businesses and your hands are full. You got your kids could be your business could be your kids, right? This could be a man or woman, right? You got a lot of duties and responsibility. You're taking care of family, your family members. You're taking care of this, and this energy is being an open book. You could be running several businesses. Energy could be an open book. Next thing you know, you just pile something else on your back. So imagine you have on this, and for men or people who are, don't have kids or whatever, just put one of them things on your back. You know how they be having the weighted stomach, like just to help fathers feel like, okay, oh, now you know what it feels like, right? Put this on your back. Whatever the amount of weight is, 10 pounds, right? Let's say 10 pounds, 10, 12 pounds, right? And then put a knapsack of bricks on your back while you're carrying this in the front, the knapsack of big bricks on your back. That's how it's going to feel walking around carrying other people's issues and problems, when you could have simply just empowered them and told them that they have the key to their vault door, arming them with information. 10th house. 10th house, Black Moon, Lilith, and also Chiron. If they don't know the time of birth, they knew their time of birth for Chiron, but those links are below. I have moon ritual information on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube Shorts. All that information is out there. Second channel, knowledge channel. Yeah. But not only are you going to be carrying the weight on there, they're going to expect it's going to be, you're actually growing their sense of entitlement. You're actually growing their sense of entitlement when you can just nip something in the bud in the beginning. Oh, dang, every time I talk around you, you say, well, I sure wish I had this. I sure wish I had that. You're growing their sense of entitlement. When you really could help them grow their worth. Not financially, but you're helping them to know their worth and their value. So they're asking more on their job. You're helping people to build their confidence. So again, North Node. North Node. So they don't put you in survival mode and make you responsible for everything. I thought you was going to do this. I thought you was going to do that. So it's the saying, you have a lot of ideas and things. Your third eye is open. You got a lot of ideas of things that you want to do. And so, but carrying somebody else's weight on your shoulder, you're not other people's savior. You found your star. Found your North Node. Hope, bliss, and optimism. Yep, hope, bliss, and optimism. Because those people will later on hold you. They'll try to make you feel responsible. So I see you learning how to be more conservative with your time. Time to learn how to empower people. You'll get the best out of people whenever you need a break. They're not asking you to carry their load. Stuff that they build up long before you even met them. Now you gotta carry their childhood issues and problems long before you even met them, and as well as yours. So emotionally, you're gonna feel like you hit the jackpot. A lot of your wishes are being fulfilled. And how come they aren't talking to the people who they felt was responsible for, being bullied, or why aren't they talking to them? So it's like, you got to send it back. You got to send it back. Say, you probably should talk to, this is not a competition. I'm not saying I could have done a better job than this person or that person, but you may want to talk to them directly and kind of get their point of view, see what's going on with them. So yeah. So here we have the Two of Wands here. So I definitely see like this, somebody won't be talking to or talking about people anymore, because again, that's just too much. That's too much to be, I gotta have everybody's back. And your back is just like wide open in the wilderness. Like a pride of lions. Here come other lions tearing your back off. So it's like, you're good enough and you're worthy. Yeah, you're good enough and you're worthy. A lot of people starting these relationships out like, I got your back. I'm always there with you. I got your back. I got your back. And these people putting these unrealistic expectations on you. And next thing you know, when you don't have their back, because you can't, because you want to go into hermit mode, right? You want to download your downloads, right? You got a lot of ideas. You want to travel. You want to do this and the other. And just like everybody else who goes into hermit mode, over givers, guess what? They're being accused of lying. You said you was going to do this for me. You can never do enough. Never do enough. So source is like, you better run for the hills. Run for the hills, Leo. Run. That is how you find your light. You back in the saddle again. You like, I can't. I'm not out here trying to save the masses. That's not what I'm doing. I need my downtime. That's how you find your light. All these people talking about they got your back. You know, they want you to have their back. So it's like, run for the hills. Tower. That's right, Tower. You are having a total recall and an awakening of some things. Tower. That's how emotionally you're going to feel like you hit the jackpot. There you go. So you're creating something new. Yep, you're creating something new. That's why emotionally somebody feels like they are, hit the jackpot. You're creating something brand new, right? So that's an idea that you have, right? And you have an idea of who you want to create with, right? You have an idea of who's behind what, right? But source is saying, yeah, the moment you start playing savior to energies, you're going to end up calling somebody a narcissist. For real. Or they're going to end up calling you one. Because no matter how many times you strike that match to inspire and motivate them, you can never motivate them enough. For real. Because they've been feeling like that from very beginning. And until they learn their self-worth. And so like source is sending people to you to let them know, if everybody collectively works together to say, you're worth, you're telling people how much you love them. That's why you tell your loved ones how much you love them, how much you care about them, how, valuable they are. This is not a competition. Who's the better mom? Who's the better dad? Who's the better family? Who's the better... Get away from all of that. Leave that on. If you want to go play sports or, watch some competitive whatever, leave that on the field. But source is saying to you, or leave that in places where you sign up for beauty pageants or competitions that you signed up for. But so many people have felt like this because they've been bullied their whole lives, bullied out of stuff. So it's just saying, don't join that if you say that if you're going to be spending time around people. If you're going to spend time around people. Yeah. Some people wouldn't stick around for 5 minutes. If they thought that you saw them as competition, they out. Deuces. Deuces. They ain't trying to be friends with the enemy. They don't want no frenemies. They don't want to be sleeping with the enemy. None of that. Out. Right? So source is saying your position is to empower and motivate energies. That's your not being impulsive. Not being impulsive. Right? By joining in with people who are lying and assassinating people behind their back, assassinating people's characters behind their back because somebody looking for some help. They want to be a part of a family. They want to be a part of a group. And here come these energies. Where's so-and-so? Oh, they should have done this. All of this talking about people behind their back. It's not empowering people. It's actually making them feel worse and worse and worse. And that's what you have in common. Yeah. So I definitely see somebody moving on from this chess game, this mind game that's giving people a nervous breakdown. Stop feeling like it's your job and it's your job. You're the only person on planet Earth to put on a cape to save somebody when you can pray for people instead. Yeah. Your third eye is definitely wide open. Yep. Yeah. Somebody has moved around a lot. They've always felt like just kind of out of place. And a lot of times, families don't know who's been bullied. A lot of times they don't know because the bully, too busy people working, don't know who's been bullied, what was said, none of that stuff until people speak up and say this is how it affected people. So they're looking for somebody to save them. And here comes a Leo. Da, 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 da. Hey, you can be a part of such and such. So it's like, but you're going to be you're going to be holding that bag of bricks for the rest of your life until you empower people. So that's what Source is trying to help you to learn how to do. Creatively, you're 10s across the board. Creatively, you're 10s across the board. You have a lot of gifts and talents that you inherited. It's not a competition. Nobody should feel like anything is a bunch of smoke and mirrors. You don't need to try to restrict other people because it's not a competition. You don't have to restrict other people. Source really puts you in a position of inspiring people who have been bullied. That's how you're covering people. That is how you're covering people. You're teaching people how to deal with bullies, how to move on. If they feel like they're not appreciated, I'm telling y'all, Leos, that is so powerful. It's not even funny. You're teaching people how to move on when they've been bullied. Whether it's your cousin, whether it's your niece, nephew, whether it's your aunt, uncle. I'm telling some of y'all are going to be ministering to your elders, people who are older, who are working in businesses and stuff like that. That's how you're covering people. So it's like if you're in a romantic relationship with somebody who is dumping their world, the problems on you, that's when you say, okay, let me help you. Let me help you with this. There is greatness in you. Let me tell you what I did. That's the time to be, like I said, share a common story. This is how I was bullied. This is what helped me. When I felt like people were leaving me out in the cold. The people can appreciate those kind of stories. People can appreciate those kind of stories versus let me save you. Right? So here we have the Lover's card. I see some kind of a partnership in business and love, either already in your life. You could literally have somebody in your life right now who this is an opportunity, and it could be your twin flame in your life right now. Matter of fact, and what y'all doing behind closed doors is nobody's business. So it's just trying to tell you, you empowering somebody behind closed doors is going to give them the confidence that they need when they go out here in this world, for real. Like, just like kids, everybody has an inner child, and that's what the 5th house is. It's like allowing your inner child to come out and play. They feel safe around you, and that's what Source is trying to empower you with. So you could take an energy like an earth sign, if it was low vibrating earth sign, and you works with somebody and just confident, your confidence alone, helping them, passing off that confidence, what? But if it was low vibrating, you're gonna be held. It's like the sense of entitlement. But if you help people to build their confidence, you lead them to water. This is what I did. I was bullied too. If you were, don't make up stories, but you know what I'm saying. That's how you're helping people to grow their abundance and their confidence. But you're not going back to this belief system that you had, that you got to keep putting blowtorches under people in order for them to be motivated. No, not at all. You're not going back to that. Those are karmics who feel like, okay, they got to toughen somebody up for the bullies. Nobody signed up for that. That causes people to have nervous breakdowns. Not for somebody you say you love. They want to feel empowered, and you're teaching people how to feel empowered when they with you, and when they're who they feel empowered, what groups they feel empowered around. So that's how you're covering somebody. Divine source through prayer. You're covering them through prayer. So help me know that all of my deepest needs will be met. Let me trust that you have a plan and the right actions will come. You are my source for all. Yeah, when you're with somebody that even feels like, with your fire, even feels like you see them as competition. But some people already in their North Node, it's a major turn off. A major turn off. Because you're like, I mean, think about it though, like Leos, if you're operating your North Node and somebody sees you as competition, it's almost laughable. People would think that you're being arrogant, but it's like, okay, who can be a better you than you? Nobody. They can try, but they can't be a better you than you, right? It's laughable. Why would you want to be in a relationship with somebody who saw you as competition? Or felt like they mad at you because you started out a relationship, friendship, platonic, job, hitting the ground running. You in competition with everybody, but when you need to take a day off, guess what? Everybody else sitting around like, well, why don't you wait for the superstar to come back? They blaze the trail. Wait for them to come back. So Source is saying you're trying to live a softer life. Learn how to use your fire properly. This is make an altar. You're having a tower moment. You're having some kind of an awakening of just like, you know what? I really, really need to save the competition for when I'm on the battlefield, on the basketball or beauty pageant, something that you signed up for and other people signed up for. But you're not in competition with anybody. You're not in telling you, nobody's in competition with anybody. It's a false sense of competition. Without agenda, receiving it all. So here we have pure love, and everything you have dreamed of will happen when you are ready to give love without expecting anything in return. True givers receive. That's right. True givers receive. Yeah, you want a love that's going to tell you how much they really appreciate you and how much they value you. Not by the gifts, the physical gifts that you give them. You can never buy enough for an energy whose vibration is this low. But what you'll get from energies that you are telling them how much you really appreciate it. You picking out you are the leaders. Y'all already know this instinctively. Like your employees, you're telling them, you're highlighting their strengths. And if it's a weakness, you sharing opportunities. You talking about this is a training that you can go through. Like instinctively, you already know this. But anyway, receiving it all. You deserve to receive abundance at full capacity. Believe in your work and trust that the universe is ready to deliver all that you desire. So open up. I feel like somebody is with their twin flame right now. I feel like your twin flame is not going to burn you. Because of where you are right now, you're operating in purpose. So you're with your twin flame right now. And so, but if they were low vibrational, what you're doing is just letting some of that confidence rub off on them. Like, hey, just by telling them, like, what built your confidence? It's up to them to decide what to do with it. It's up to them. You can lead them to water, but you can't force them to drink it. So inner strength. You're helping them to tap into inner strength. You are complete as you are. And something has been fulfilled. And so embodiment. So now is the time to make your mark in the world. You decide what feels right to you. Embody your leadership power. That's what I'm saying. Leadership, Leos. And create the world out of your deepest desires. Y'all are very powerful leaders. There's no competition. Remember, you're not the only Leo in the world, obviously. And so you don't want to be that Leo where you're so busy covering everybody else and another Leo can come up behind you, whether it's your kids, your parents, your siblings, whomever, and wipe you out of here because you're so busy flying through the sky with a super Leo cape on. So anyway, that is what I have for you. You don't have to restrict anybody. You don't have to say anything negative about somebody else. You don't have to mess up somebody else's money. Yeah, it's not, I'm telling you, like I said, y'all already know. So yeah. But somebody is still kind of jumping to conclusions. This is what this is, impulsive. Jumping to conclusions about something. Oh, they talking about so-and-so, ready to pounce like a lion. And so it's just like, okay. Okay. This the reason why people are nervous when they see the Tower card is because what's hidden in here is an obsession. That's what's hidden in here is obsession. So sanctity, through offering even the most mundane problem can become a sacrament. That's what I have for you all. Hopefully this has been helpful. Shed the past. Awaken to your truth. Awaken to your truth. Fire is very powerful cleansing. And so it says start tossing some things into a burning bowl. If you start getting impulsive and jumping to conclusions, oh, they talking about this person, they talking about, oh, they must be talking. So it's like all that needs to go into a burning bowl. and journal. Source will reveal what's what. That's what I have for you. See you in the next video. Bye.